everybody, Dave and Becky here. We are at Gettysburg National Military Park today.
Yep.
Everybody thinks about Gettysburg National Park, but they actually call it National Military Park. We are on the hunt to see places that our great-grandfathers participated in. Did I say it wrong? I'm sorry. Great-grandfathers participated in the Civil War. His great-grandfather, Henderson Goad, was with the 24th Virginia. Yep. My great-grandfather, Michael Bebber, was with the 55th North Carolina. He participated and was captured on the first day. Dave's grandfather was actually in Pickett's charge on July 3rd yep. and was captured here. And they were both sent to Fort Delaware.
Rehabilitated. And
they actually became what was known as galvanized rebels and signed an oath of allegiance to the U.S. Army and were sent to Point Lookout, Maryland. And from there, one went to Kansas and one went to Wisconsin. I believe Michael Bebber went to Kansas and Henderson Goad
went and fought the Indian Wars.
Yeah, they both fought in the Indian Wars. My great-grandfather actually spent a long time with the Army. He enlisted in 1861, so he was in the Army much longer time. Henderson Goad, actually, there's some history and there's some stuff online about him. He was actually gone AWOL for a while, went back to take care of family, and was captured and brought back into the war. Luckily, they both survived, but being in Fort Delaware was no picnic. That's why most of the people there that survived did become United States soldiers, because that was their way out to keep from an ultimate end of death. Anything else?
Pretty interesting. A
Yeah.
little different video here today. So
yeah. We did walk over a few minutes ago, and we'll show you here the North Carolina Monument overlooking where Pickett's charge took place.
That's some pictures. We're going to go down and find where the 24th, Virginia 24th was at. So
right now we're trying to find the placard that commemorated them. They're just kind of spread over the battlefield here. I couldn't find a map showing where any of them were specifically, but we're going to work on it. We are at the North Carolina Monument. One of the battalions that's accredited here is my great-grandfather Michael Bebber's battalion, the 55th North Carolina. That battalion's listed on the plaque out in front of this monument. We were just listening to the audio tour, found out that this sculpture was designed by the same person that designed Mount Rushmore. I believe his name was Borgham. I may be slaughtering that, but that's pretty interesting.
Okay, we're here at the monument for Kempler's Brigade, where the Virginia 24th fought in July 3rd, 1863, where my great-grandfather Henderson Goad was captured in the battle
of Pickett's charge.
Yeah, it was part of Pickett's charge. Yes. So, yeah, pretty cool to be here where we, had family members fall.
Apparently, they were lined up on Spangler's farm, and that's where they charged from across Pickett's charge.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are still at Gettysburg. We are at the site of the first shot fired. We are west of town, about 2 miles, I guess.
Right here, it's right along U.S. Route 30. The house sits there facing the road. That's the Whistler house. He was a blacksmith at the time. Actually got hit by an artillery shell right close to him. He died a month later from the shock. This is where all the battle started.
So this was, like you said, this is where the battle started, 7:30 in the morning on July 1st. My great-grandfather, Michael Bebber, was in the 55th North Carolina Infantry, and he was in the advancing troops that were seen, they said, a half a mile away when the first shot was fired. He was captured that day in the battle. They said that the troops were advancing through the railroad cut. The railroad hadn't been finished yet, but they were in the process of building the railroad, which would just be to our left here, just up the road here a little bit. The railroad is the tractor. They're still there now today, but this is the Whistler house behind us here. Looks like my daughter said they're rehabbing the inside. I don't think it's open to the public right now, but it's just, maybe it's just us, but it just seems to be really cool to come here and see the places, walking the footsteps of our great-grandfathers, basically. Been wanting to do this for a while, just got the opportunity this weekend. If you've never been to Gettysburg, it's huge. Just do some research before you come. Especially if you know somebody that might have been here at the time. It just makes it just feel much more personal when you know some of the facts. A little chilly this morning. I think the GoPro's shaking. I've been here several times, but this is really the first time I've done any of this, knowing how things went. And it makes it, if you do some research too, it makes it more enjoyable on the battlefield to know where you are and exactly what happened and when it happened.
Just do some research. They say there's plenty to do here in town. There's a lot of good eating places, and everything's real close to the park. So.
Yeah, we hit up Tony's Pizza yesterday for lunch. That was really good. And then breakfast this morning was at the Bantam Roaster. If you ever get a chance, come to Gettysburg.
We were able to film this because we are members of the Blue Ribbon Coalition. That right now they are in the process of getting us overturned to film in national parks and BLM land and post it on social media.
So if you want it, it's $50 a year. Go support them. So we can keep bringing this. Us and everybody else can keep bringing this kind of content to you.
Right. We're not funded, supported in any way by the BRC, but I mean, support them. They are out here, fight for every inch is their motto. So put a link on the bottom of the video.
And as always, let's keep rolling.